it's Luphisra here. I'm back to play more Foolish Mortals. Got my controller. Actually, I'm using a mouse, but whatever. Okay, we're not at Bellemore Manor. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm very sick. Okay, my illness kind of worsened a little bit. Throughout the week, I end up getting like a fever, and it went from just a sore throat to like a full-blown flu. So it went from like a sore throat to like then coughing and the runny nose, blocked nose, fever, everything. Just I'm still on medication. So if I sound a bit like down, like I don't have that much like high energy levels, it's because of that. But even though I'm sick, I still want to play a game, you know? I still want to enjoy myself. That's why. But if I suddenly like stop talking, or if I'm not like I'm taking long pauses of being quiet, it's because I'm coughing my lungs out or blowing my nose out. Either one, okay? Just FYI. Okay, we're not at Bellemore Manor. We're supposed to go exploring, I think. Is what we're supposed to do. I'm gonna look around before I go in.
I considered wading into the pond, water up to my waist, squelching my way through the reeds and mud, past frogs, bugs, and water snakes. Then I realized I had absolutely no reason to do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna find a reason for you to do
From the
that? Is that
outside,
it?
I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Bellemore treasure.
Oh, I need to look for the treasure. Oh, this is to the island. This is the path. I can look at the front door first, I think. Can you run over? Hurry up.
I needed the key to open it.
Need a key to open it. It's been abandoned for so long, but it's still locked? Jeez. Okay. I mean, nice
From the
security
outside,
then.
I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Bellemore treasure.
Okay, so let's go in.
Looking out over
Or rather,
the tranquility of the gardens, its magnolias lit by moonlight, nothing could take my attention away from the macabre sight dangling from the oak tree. A hanged skeleton.
aloha, Ghosty Ozzy.
Tattered rags clinging to
Welcome to the stream. You're first today.
seemingly watching me with hollow, unblinking eyes. An eternal groom without a bride.
Oh my god. Is that the groom? Is that supposed to be the groom?
The skeleton hung high up in the tree, swaying with each slight breeze. Even from down on the ground, I felt disturbingly close to it.
Oh.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer any possibility of climbing it.
Yes, you are first this time. No one else is here yet. I should have like a first redeem, you know? I should include that actually. I know some people have it. No. Okay. Nothing else I can look at around here, I think. Except the skeleton and the tree. So I think I should continue inside. Carriage wheel? Why is there a carriage
The wheel
wheel?
was too heavy to move.
Yeah, I'll add it in the future. I'll add it in the future. No, just for funsies. Yes, this is a new model. Which, this is actually a pre-made model. You know, like a customizable one. But this one is so good that you can't tell it's customizable. Because, it, you know, it can look so different. Which is nice. Because it's way cheaper than getting another, like, actual custom one. Because I changed my model so much. You know. And I just wanted to change. And this one comes with a controller. It responds to my mouse clicks here.
The wheel was too heavy to move.
And Okay, this one's locked too, I think.
Doors were firmly locked from the inside.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, for its price, though, I feel like it's really a good deal. Anyone who wants to start out or, just wants to change is great. The customizable options and stuff is amazing. And it doesn't look similar, too. Like, because there are other people who obviously use the same customizable model, but you can't tell because you can actually, like, really change it. So, yeah, I really like it. I'm really into it. And yeah, the control is a bonus. The controller. I changed the buttons to make it so it responds to my mouse clicks, which is awesome. And yeah, I can't dye my hair purple, so my model has purple hair. And do I need to like bash the door down to get this down somehow?
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it.
Oh, I have a manor key. I have a manor key the whole time. I'm an idiot. Sorry, it's been a while since I last played. I'm dumbass. Okay, key. I thought I had to find the key, but I forgot the guy gave it to me in the last stream. My bad. My bad.
Deep breath. I placed the key into the lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks and turned it.
Does it? It fits. Okay, door open. Wow.
Hello? I don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home.
I mean, if someone was
Just the wind.
okay. I mean, if someone responded to you, that would be scary. This is supposed to be an abandoned house, dude.
It wasn't time to leave. I needed to explore the house.
Oh, fine. Oh, what the?
An orb appeared seemingly from nowhere, glowing and shimmering with energy, simultaneously captivating and terrifying. It was like it had a presence, an aura that I couldn't explain. My first instinct was to look for smoke and mirrors, but this illusion was right before my very eyes, one that I could reach out and touch.
I'm supposed to follow that orb, aren't I? Hello, the Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Gonna say it would be scary if someone just suddenly responded in the Scooby-Doo looking mansion. I mean, it's creepy. I mean, imagine an abandoned mansion for like over like 30 years. I think in game time they said it's 30 years. And then suddenly you say hello and someone responded back. Like, that would be scary shit. But okay, we need to follow after. But can I look at these photos first? We know who they are. I mean,
It's a family portrait of all four Bellemore siblings. The three brothers stood around their seated younger
yes,
sister.
the peanut gallery is here. We're just missing one person. Yes, new model. Pre-made customizable, and I really like it. I just wanted to change. And also because I am sick and decided to reward myself because I feel terrible, right? Like physically. But emotionally, I gotta feel better for myself, you know? So I gotta go here, I think. Right? Orb is leading us somewhere. All right, I'll follow after it. I really like the art style of the game.
This was strange. I didn't remember seeing any lights on when I was outside the house.
Yep. It might be a hidden room.
Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom. I was in the right place. Somewhere in this room was the Gree-Gree.
This man can actually run. George and Knight always take their sweet time. Yes, this, you double click and he runs. It's great.
The music box was locked with no visible keyhole, but a distinctive indent on the front looked like it might be the mechanism to open it, if I had the right key.
The reflection, I feel like, says
It was
something.
best to leave the vase where it was. I couldn't see anything special about the phonograph's reflection.
The phonograph?
The phonograph didn't have a record to play.
Okay.
Lighting the fire may have
Can you imagine the slow walk down these lengthy corridors if you couldn't run? Oh my god, that would take forever. So, good thing he can run. Just took, what, 20 years to finally implement actually running? Yeah, it took quite a bit, huh? But I think it might be just a broken sword in the Gable Knight thing. I know some other games, when you double hit character can run.
I took the poker from the hook.
Get out.
I hope that was my imagination.
Probably not.
I tried to lift the ashpan grate, but decades without use had rusted it in place.
Poirot waddled all with... That is true. He doesn't run. Poirot doesn't run. He doesn't climb ladders either. We all know that, right?
The sheets lay flat on the bed, undisturbed for more than 30 years. The Grigri wasn't going to be there. I tried to open the balcony doors, but they were locked securely. I wasn't getting through them.
Can I use the fish on...
That wasn't going to work.
Of course not. Poker.
I tried to open the balcony doors, but they were locked securely. I wasn't getting through them.
But yeah, speaking of the running thing, I don't remember. Does George run when we double click? It's been a while since I played a Broken Sword game. I need to find something to open that.
The portraits hung tight to the wall and didn't reveal anything hidden behind them.
So I just got the poker, I think. There's nothing else in the room? Oh, what's this cord? Oh, it's just to call people, I think. I guess.
Couldn't leave now. Somewhere in the bedroom was the Grigri.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
I wedged the poker in the grate, and with all my might, pulled.
At best, power walks, meaning not much difference. Yeah, okay. I don't know, maybe in the new one he can run?
I picked up the object that had been glinting in the fireplace and discovered it was a jeweled brooch.
It gotta be for this.
The brooch fitted snugly into the indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years.
Can I
The
take it?
small leather bag was just as the witch doctor had described. It was hard to imagine what could be so important about it.
Is the witch doctor a good person or not? Oh my god.
You should not be here.
Hello, Herma.
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here.
I don't mean any harm.
Get out. Get out.
You destroy your own door? Seriously, I could just walk out.
With good fortune, the pond had broken my fall. It was a strange juxtaposition, wiggling goldfish out of my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an...
Thank you. I want my new look too.
The stories were true. So that meant the treasure might be real as well. And now I had the Grigri. It was time to return to the Spirit Queen.
Okay, so he just returns to the Spirit Queen. And there's a ghost, so...
Murphy, did you find it?
I saw her. I saw the bride. She tried to kill me.
I told you it was true. Now, do you have the Grigri?
Yes.
Dude is built being shot out of a second story when it can be damaging. Yeah, he's fine.
You
He's
believe
totally fine.
I've been telling you.
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
There are some
Yes, it comes with the
spirits
controller.
living in death. do not wish to give up.
It responds to my mouse clicks too, which is great.
The question is, are you strong enough to persuade them?
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
Precisely. That will be our next step.
Okay. 7 ingredients.
For a voodoo spell? A spell to help me find the treasure?
A spell to reveal those who know where it is.
Okay. You didn't give me time to read it, but okay.
There are many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard, at least by mortals. But I commune with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now, my servants, to do my command.
Summoning a ghost, of course.
I have returned to you, Master.
Loa, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. Their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghost trapped within the house.
7 ingredients place inside, tie closed and then unseen.
Oh, he says a spell for me. That's good.
Focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can
It doesn't rhyme though.
Bellemore
For some reason, I feel like it should rhyme.
Ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me.
I think does not inspire confidence. Yeah, no. It doesn't.
That, Murphy, is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the Voodoo manuscript, place them in the Gree-Gree, and return to the Spirit Queen. Are you up to the task?
I think so.
Excellent. Then there's just one thing left to do.
No, I can say no at this point, right?
Cherry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. And an artifact of voodoo will only work for its rightful owner. To be used, it cannot be stolen. It can only be bought or traded or inherited. Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade for something symbolic of your spirit. The spirit that yearns to escape its humdrum life. If you want the Gree-Gree to be rightfully yours, what do you have to offer in exchange for it?
What do I have to offer to exchange for it? Do you want money?
It was
What's
the
this?
pocket watch I'd been given when I reached 5 years as an auditor. I didn't know whether it was to celebrate the fact or rub it in.
Okay, not this. This pocket watch? You want the pocket watch?
What about this?
A pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. A symbol of lost time. Dare you give it up?
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool.
Is it enough?
The spirits have deemed it a satisfactory trade. The Gree-Gree and its
Oh, that's it? Okay.
now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now, Murphy. Head out to the island and retrieve the ingredients we need. Then I will show you the final step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all will help you in your search. Tell me, Murphy, Have you visited the mill to the north, the fort to the south, the church at the island's heart? The island will lead you to that which you seek. I have.
Okay, I need to explore the island then, I think. So I'm gonna have all these new locations to go to. Okay. Okay.
How are the ghosts trapped within Bellemore Manor?
The explosion is what sealed their fate. They exist now only as spirits, the form they should take in the spirit realm, and yet they remain here in the mortal realm. The ghosts are trapped in that house, unseen, unheard, and unable to interact with the world around them. This spell will change.
I mean, that female ghost can
Why are you telling
interact
me
with
which is
me, though.
totally unseen and unheard.
Voodoo works best when attuned to emotion, and the strongest of those emotions can sometimes push beyond the known limits. She must have been very angry with you.
If I summon the spirits of the house, won't I also summon the bride again?
Very true, Murphy.
Why is he so angry, though? I mean, the bride. I just walked into the house. You know? Because of the green orb. It's not like I wanted to be there. You want to be upset at this witch doctor. He wanted the gree, not me.
What was the explosion that caused everyone to disappear?
It was a tearing in the very threshold between life and death, a chain reaction of spirit energy suddenly unleashed by the most violent of emotions. Just as the bride's anger allowed her to manifest in front of you this very evening, think of the rage that must have caused an entire household to explode and vanish.
Who is the creature that you talked to?
That is my Loa. The Loa are the mysteries, the invisibles, the messengers.
Is it a ghost?
No, they are the intermediaries between humans and the supernatural. There are two planes of existence, Murphy. The mortal realm and the spirit realm. Loa can move between them both. With my powers, I can command them when they do.
How did you learn voodoo?
I have always been adept with the mystic arts. Just as you dream of treasure, Murphy, I dream of power. I came to Devil's Rock many
The
years
guy
ago.
with the cane sitting in
Oh,
turn reminds me of
voodoo
Baron Samadi I
and
got
no
from the
sooner
game
than I
Smite.
arrived, the spirit realm began to reveal itself to me, pleading for me to be its master.
His entire costume just reminds me of the game Voodoo Detective. You know? Like, it's a game that I played before, which, again, can't find the VOD anywhere anymore because I showed my face back then, but it has the same vibe, you know? The magic and all. He has that vibe. And I think I know who you're talking about. Whoever wrote the script knew what they were doing by tapping into anyone who played point and clicks. Yes.
Why is this island such a focus?
It has a lot of vibe from various
I
different
suspect
games,
the answer to
actually.
that question already
The
lies in what
classics.
you're
Like, anyone who played the classics, like Gabriel Knight, you know, Broken Sword, you kind of be able to know where the inspiration comes from. Flesh Tuber, Lou, if only I found you earlier. Yeah. There's one follower of mine. She rarely pops in, but she's the only one so far. At least in my memory, that's still here, who have seen me in person. Flesh tuber is a weird term. It's what they call people who show their faces with, you know, like, I don't know how they came up with that term, but it's what they call people who show their face. Like, I don't usually use that term myself, but it is what it is. It's a term that exists. It just doesn't sound nice. And it is paying homage to a lot of classics. Which actually, the game that I talked about earlier, Voodoo Detective, also pays homage to the classics. It's why I played it in the first place back then. Which maybe I should revisit it someday. And then I can show you guys again how it's like.
What's this riverboat we're aboard?
This is the Spirit Queen. It used to be a pleasure boat, plying the rivers around the island, a den of drinking and gambling.
And then you
That's how
bought it?
I came to own the boat. A lucky game of chance. But between you and me, Murphy,
You rigged it.
it's a lot easier
He rigged it.
to win when you have spirits to control the roll of the dice.
He cheated.
Sounds like you cheated.
Fate was always gonna bring this boat to me. I just hurried it along.
Of course. Don't know either one in Rome. Well, I technically, even though I'm technically considered a VTuber, but I don't hang out in that community, for lack of a better term. Yeah, I don't really watch other VTubers or anything either. It's just I'm not comfortable showing my face anymore. That's why I use an avatar. Because I know some people just like not show anything. They don't use camera or have an avatar, but I wanted something to represent myself. That's why I chose an avatar instead of just not having camera on.
Do you keep an alligator as a pet?
That's right. My dear old Mephistopheles. Blind as a bat, but with the smell of a bloodhound. Good thing he's chained up safely in the boiler room.
No, he isn't. He was out on the jetty when I was trying to get aboard.
Where is he now?
Swimming in the bayou.
Oh dear, not again.
Sorry, I kind of lured him away with like fish guts. My bad. No, it's fine. It's just I am just explaining. You know, I'm okay with the teasing. But yeah, it's because like you know sometimes I rant about work even though I don't go into detail about it, like, and just in case I don't want anyone at work to see me, especially because I work at a school. And although I am sure most of the teachers and staff members probably won't find me, because I'm very like small streamer anyways, right? Small creator. But the kids, maybe. And although they don't see me that often because I'm part of the IT teams and like I teach the kids or anything, but still not comfortable with anyone finding and seeing my face just in case, right? So it's safer to just use an avatar.
I'm going to go and find the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
I don't know if he's a bad guy or not. I swear. Okay, we're done with the prologue. So now it's part 1. Okay. So we're done with the prologue. We're now at part 1 of the game, officially. Yeah, that was just the prologue.
With the gator disposed of, I turned my attention to the sack hanging from the crane. There was no apparent way to open it, but by the feel of it, it seemed to be filled with some kind of grain.
I can poke it.
That didn't work.
No? Damn it. Okay.
I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
He's sus. That dude is so sus. I feel like it might be bad. I hope not,
Damp air
though.
of the bayou had swelled the window in its frame. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply.
That would be a plot twist if he's the one that actually, like, caused a tear in the 2 worlds and then it sucked all the people away. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Okay, this is locked. I can't get in here yet. What ingredients do I need? I need coffin nails? Bone fragments? Black feathers, gunpowder, rum, and silver coin. I got a coin.
It was a manuscript that looked hundreds of years old, with the instructions to a spell that summoned things hidden within.
I got the coin. I can put it.
I placed the dime into the gree-gree. That would work as the silver coin.
Okay, and then I need rum, coffin nails, chalk, feathers. Okay, I gotta go find those things. Map. Do we have a pub area in the city? I can go look. Okay, let me save first. Okay, wait, save first. No, wait, this is the goal. Hold on. It's just... Okay. I can't overwrite a save. That's bad. Okay. I gotta delete the old saves in order to do it. Okay. Alright. Okay, some of the locations are open now, I think, because we're part in the main game now. Like this area. Let's go look.
Murphy McCallan, so you're still here. What have you been up to? Anything newsworthy?
Nothing.
None of your business. Don't think I've forgotten your trick with the telegram.
Hey, it's nothing personal. Your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized.
I'm still sick, if you guys can hear it.
Come on, work with me here, McCallan. I need something juicy. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any...
Yeah, she's doing illegal shit opening my telegram. What the
Honest to God
fuck's wrong with you?
No.
I need a good story. I can't let something minor like the truth stand in the way of that.
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't like her.
I picked up the twine. With her stunt at the bayou, I figured she owed me one. I picked up the scissors. Maybe she owed me two.
Do I have to talk to her? No, right?
I didn't want to get ink all over me trying to carry the canister around.
Oh, okay. Filing cabinets.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
So you can open other people's telegrams. I can't like look through your files. How's that fair? Yeah, this game was pretty good. Do I need to talk to her? Do I have to talk to her?
Yes?
Hi. What are you working on?
One of the most romantic articles this newspaper's ever seen. Francois Fogg, Dead Nettle's local pharmacist, is reuniting with his long-lost love after 14 years apart, thanks to this newspaper's personal ads column.
What a lovely story.
That's right. She mailed in a letter she wanted printed. Her former sweetheart saw it, and now they're on track to see each other again. Eventually.
Eventually?
Well, that's a bit of an administrative issue. In the letter we received, she told him to meet her in her Texas hometown of Magnolia. Due to a tiny typesetting error, he's now on a 6-week voyage to Mongolia. But doesn't it warm your heart how far people will go for love?
So, yeah, they're gonna take time to meet up.
Do
Okay.
you have more interesting stories to write about?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding under windows.
You eavesdrop on people through their windows?
It's called investigative reporting.
She reminds me of Brenda Carlton from Alibi and Ashes. Nancy Drew. You know, like, she goes through any means to get her news. I don't like her.
Did you know Comptroller Grimes?
How could I forget him? The guy was a walking, talking migraine generator.
Surely you shouldn't speak at the dead like that.
Why not? I spoke plenty worse about him when he was alive. Anyway, I'm sure everything happens for a reason. And hopefully that reason is to increase my circulation numbers. Everything's connected, you know. Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? I suspect it works for moths, too, because I can never get the damn things out of here. Some people say that if a man breaks wind in Alabama, it can cause a hurricane in Fiji.
I think I shared a train car with that guy on my way here. What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the paper, going all the way back to 1858. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving. People, ships, and cargo coming and going. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
You call this a drag? I thought they looked pretty good.
Why did the ship stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Bellemore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
So, because the company's not there anymore, is everything else stopped? Jeez, that's bad for business.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Bellemore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding, and disappeared along with everyone else. The newspaper had to close up shop for months while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Bellemore Manor.
Have you found it?
Well, no, not yet. I've just started looking.
Then don't waste my time. Come back when you've got the goods.
Have you ever written an article on the disappearance at Bellemore Manor?
What a waste of column inches. Leave it. That's my advice. There's no story in it.
No story.
Not one that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers breathing down my neck.
What do you think went on?
Practically everyone on this island thinks there was some kind of sorcery involved. No one is looking at the reality. If I write up my research, no one on the island will believe me. If I write their wackadoodle theories, I'll be laughed out of the industry.
Unfortunately, it is not wackadoodle because I've seen a ghost. And I'm going to do a voodoo spell, so.
You can tell me what you've uncovered about Bellemore Manor. Trust me, at this point, few things would surprise me.
I heard the Bellemore Trading Company was losing revenue. Its profits eaten up by who knows what ventures those brothers had going on. I've seen the records. The company was privately owned, sure. But when you've got pressure building and the sharks are circling, you've got to shore up your defenses. I think that's why the Bellemores persuaded Abigail to marry John Rackham.
So they sold
Someone
their
she's in love?
little
He
sister?
didn't love her either. He was just after the company, so he hires the sailor to seduce her, convince her there's more to life than Devil's Rock. And as soon as she marries Rackham, they split, never to see each other again. He inherits the lot, and she disappears with her lover boy sailor to who knows where.
But why do you think all the guests disappeared?
They bumped them off to cover their tracks. Either one of them could have been sunning it up in Sarasota ever since. But imagine me writing that into a piece of serious journalism.
Sorry, I'm blowing my nose. Okay. Unfortunately, your theory is wrong because I've seen the bride. She's dead, by the way.
You might not believe this, but I saw a ghost inside Bellemore Manor.
You know what? You're right, McCallan. I don't believe it. Really? You've been on this island how long? And you're already starting to sound as loopy as a local.
I think I better be.
See, this is why she's not getting anywhere.
Story, McCallan. There are secrets on the island. And it's my job to...
She doesn't look at all the possibilities. Yeah, it's like a negative Nico. It's like not a good Nico. It's like all bad things like cramped up in one, you know? Like Nico is still fun. This girl is not fun at all. It's like, because with a lot of like crazy stuff that happened in Book and Sword, like Nico doesn't believe it like immediately, right? Unlike George, but she still thinks of it as a possibility. And then after what happens, you know, she opens her eyes and is more prone to believing stuff. She's just like, nope, not the truth. Not even going to bother looking into it. Like, are you a good reporter or not? Like, even if you don't believe it, you should look at, try to investigate some parts of it, you know, before anything. Oh, and this is the Captain's Club.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was invisible, as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a chance I'd disappear. I said good evening?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
There's no one else here.
Wishful thinking on my part. Have you taken a wrong turn, sir?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one, and I shall need to know your name.
Murphy McCallan, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting manager of the Captain's Club. When Mr. Perkins has the night off?
Acting manager. They're not really the manager, so why are you acting like
What
you
is
own
this
the place?
This, sir, is the Captain's Club, a private members club for current and retired sea and riverboat captains. We are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he already knew the answer.
I thought not. Then may I recommend a swift exit? You'll find a convenient egress to your starboard side. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, sir.
I can kick you in the nuts.
Stop walking until your ankles get soggy.
Is the club busy tonight?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but if it's like last week, it'll be quite the lively soiree.
Reminds me of the abode in Paris
The
George
members here like to
gets
have a good
into
time.
via the
That's right,
sewer.
sir.
Oh, that is true.
This town sure
George also
used
comes
to be.
across that butler person, didn't he? You know, when he first come out of the sewer, yeah. The artist definitely took a lot of inspiration from the older point and clicks, for sure.
What makes you think I'm not a cat?
Has very similar
You
vibes.
lack the grizzle, the crustiness, the essential R of a captain.
How do I get those?
Years of exposure to saltwater and a sullen, uncooperative crew, I should think. Do you even have a boat?
Actually, I did have one earlier this evening, but an alligator fell on it. Admittedly, it was only 3 inches long.
It isn't the size that matters, sir. It's the motion of the ocean. Tell me, have you ever captained a three-rigger through a tropical typhoon? Have you ever run the rapids of the Mississippi without hitting a single reef? Wind in your sails, fire in your furnace, waves beneath your keel?
Have you?
Well, it's a little complicated.
In what way?
I get seasick.
So you're not captain, and why are you acting like you're such a big boss? You're not anything.
Is there any way to prove I'm a captain?
You might show me your captain's license. As I'm sure you know, the state of Louisiana requires all captains of both river and sea to carry one. But don't try to foist off a fake on me. Last week, we had someone present a license with a photograph distinctly unlike their contemporary appearance. The photograph was clearly of someone a good deal older than them, with more facial hair, and most importantly, one less eye.
You know, I
So I need
Let's see.
to get one, I
Really,
think.
sir?
Bobbing along the ocean waves, up and down, like one of those roller coasters at Lunaland. Up and down and up and down.
I still need a license, so.
Else I expect there'll be a few waves of something coming out of my mouth any moment.
What's happened to Dead Nettle?
Do you think you've wandered into the Tourist Information Center? I can assure you, you'll never meet a tourism official who dresses with this much panache. Stuart Lepew, head of the Devil's Rock Historical Society, looks like a thrift store had a crisis of conscience and threw up on him.
I was just hoping to talk to someone so obviously knowledgeable about the area.
Well, yes, that is true. I am plagued with an encyclopedic knowledge of the locality. My concierge duties require it. I have a spiel.
Felix pushed out his chest like this was his moment in the limelight, his eyelids half closing as he performed before imagined crowds.
Welcome, hardy traveler, to our quaint port town of Dead Nettle. Once this town you see around you was a hub of commerce, a beacon for ships bravely navigating between America, Europe, and the Caribbean. With the unfortunate dissolution of the Bellemore Trading Company, our town has settled into a quieter life, perfect for the sailor ready to hang up their cap. We hope that you enjoy your time in our cozy town and perhaps explore some of the local sites here in Dead Nettle. Well,
Excuse me?
I was expecting applause.
Really, that's it?
I'm looking for the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor.
Oh, goody! Another young adventurer seeking fame, fortune, or some combination of the two. Just the local color Dead Nettle has been lacking.
What do you know about the lost treasure?
Do you think you're living in a storybook? Weathered maps, talking parrots, X marks the spot? Grow up, you silly boy. Captain...
Well, you're in a game, so.
...realized with childish tales of lost treasure.
You must have some thoughts on the disappearance.
On moonlit nights, when the waves crash against the rocks, the captains of this club trade yarns about this very mystery. Did you know Abigail Bellemore's fiancé was a sailor who worked on the ships? Some of the old boys here even worked with him.
Can you talk to those old boys?
Her, as true as a captain loves the sea. But she was a temptress, a siren. She scuttled that sailor's heart, consumed by a voodoo premonition that she had to fulfill. More beautiful than a mermaid, and twice as fishy.
What did she do?
After months of engagement, she broke it off and chose to marry an officer of the company instead, on their very wedding day.
Why did she do that?
The rumors I've heard are that they discovered something in the Caribbean. Something wicked. Something that consumed them and drove them to heinous acts. The Bellemore brothers swore their crew to secrecy, and the men were loyal to their word. But the rot in the rope was that sister, Abigail. People say that whatever they discovered took hold of her. With the sailor's broken heart and the officer's resources, she was about to unleash something terrible. Until the disappearance halted her evil plans.
Do you think that's true?
Of course not, it's all nonsense. But the captains do love to outperform each other with such tales on a dull evening.
I mean, I've seen The Bride.
Don't feel the need to rush.
She
sir.
can... I mean, I don't know, man. I don't want to judge too
There was
quickly,
nothing
but
they
she
found
threw
in
me
the
out.
rim of moss and dirt that made it look like a stained toilet.
She threw me out before I can actually get a good look at her. But she looked like she'd been crying. Just saying the mascara's running and all.
You can't go up there. It's for members only.
Can I go in?
Members only.
Fine, jeez. The puppeteers are still not open yet. Is the jewelry store open? It is.
Oh, my second customer of the night. I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Oh, the riches to fill your breeches. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest things for you to behold. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name's Murphy McCallan.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jasper Crumb, owner and proprietor. Are you looking for something valuable while you're here on the island?
Funnily enough, I am.
Is there a special someone in your life? Looking for an apology gift, perhaps?
No, nothing of that sort.
Necklaces and drunken fumble earrings, and I can count.
No, I don't need anything like that.
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man.
Damn, I just traded my pocket watch.
A pocket watch?
Actually, I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like a character from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Pardon me?
I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
The cabinet proudly displayed all manner of gold and silver creations, watches, necklaces, pendants, and more, all made in-house by the jeweler.
Well, he made them himself. Damn.
The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small sign that read, Treasures of the Earth.
Does he recognize the brooch?
Excuse me, would you be able to polish a brooch for me?
Let me take a look. Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby, if I'm not mistaken, made to fit a music box?
That's right. How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
What a generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
Of course. I don't think that's how you polish, like, jewels in real life. I'm just saying.
There we go, shining like a firefly's rear end. I'm afraid the clasp on the back has broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon, were you?
Oh, no,
I
it's
wasn't
fine.
planning on wearing it at all.
There's no shame in indulging yourself every once in a while. Lord knows I can appreciate the comfort and empowerment a pair of hosiery can bring. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock, but I can put it in order. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place, as long as you're not too vigorous with it.
Okay, thank you. I mean, it looks new, so that's fine. At least it didn't take as long as the priest in Paris did to further polish the chalice. Yeah, and the priest was really into the chalice. Like, he really wanted to look at it, you know? But this guy is like, yeah, fine.
Good
Just
evening, Mr.
polish
Crumb.
really
How can
quickly.
I help you?
How's business tonight?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé.
Oh, no, I'm not. Fine, I'm fine. Totally fine.
I didn't think so. Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight was more interested in the provenance of fossils than the shiny stuff. Booked a private viewing, and then didn't buy anything. Can you believe it? The first time in weeks the shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils, too?
I sell all the treasures of the earth. If it's under the ground and I can sell it, I'm interested.
I hear Burke and Hare had the same philosophy. What are you selling?
We specialize in jewelry and precious stones.
There's a bone over there. I need bone fragments. Can I get that? I don't have money, though.
Gems, geodes, and fossils in this cabinet to my right. You'd be surprised at how much of an impact some stones can make. My family can tell you that. We also offer a free polishing service on all purchases from the shop. Just bring it in and we'll shine it up for you. Our little thank you to our loyal customers.
How do you know what jewelry was purchased here?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of our wares, Mr. McCallan, going back decades.
So he has a lot of memory, like very good memory.
Whole thing in here.
I suppose that depends on how you value things, doesn't it?
In dollars and cents?
Yes, I used to value things that way. But a lack of business has a way of making you more philosophical about these things. Now I'd say the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny? Your grandmother is in here?
That's right. In the fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
What a name,
You
Granny.
named your goldfish Granny?
Yes, it was the most wondrous thing. The same day my grandmother Bethesda died, I was out at the local fun fair, and I won this goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish jumped out of the water and back on in. We think Granny's passed on into that fish. What do you think?
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that's the craziest thing I've come across tonight, and I had a ghost bride trying to kill me.
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few years? If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the last century.
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's spirit hops into a new fish. We must be on Granny number 44 by now.
Wow, that's a lot of goldfishes. Speaking of which, I had a goldfish once. It died very quickly, though. A couple of fishes, and it did jump out. But unfortunately, it did not jump back in the water. It landed on the floor, and it died. Yeah. It's not that easy taking care of goldfish. Not like they want you to believe, just saying.
I'm looking for lost treasure.
I'd say you found it. Everything inside these four walls is a treasure, handmade to the finest quality.
I mean a specific treasure. The lost treasure of Bellemore Manor.
Well, if you find it, bring it in here for an appraisal. I'll give you a good price for it. But that's a pretty big if, isn't it?
What do you know about Bellemore Manor?
Oh, it's a tragedy what went on there. But I know what I think. Black magic.
Black magic?
That's right. While some of us make an honest living around these parts, there are others who are lured in by the darker depths of the sea.
Who do you think that was?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Abigail used to stop by here all the time, taking a gander at the rings and the necklaces. She was a lovely young girl who always...
Oh, not the same person that I saw as a spirit. Just saying.
How to run a good business. Honest and decisive.
That ghost bride was upset.
Only leaves one person, doesn't it?
The sailor?
Exactly. I'd heard rumors about black magic going on inside Bellemore Manor. I think he was casting his spell on Abigail, making her fall in love with him. Why else would someone as rich as her want to marry someone like him? He certainly couldn't afford the rings and necklaces that caught her eye. I think, come the night of the wedding, she wised up. That's why she decided to marry Mr. Rackham after all, a much more responsible choice for the company.
All them theories, man.
I'll just look
All
over
them
now.
theories.
I'm here if you need me.
Okay. I need the bone. Can I get the
cabinet
bone?
was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small sign that read, Treasures of the Earth.
Yeah, he's not gonna look at the bone. Okay. It's fine. Can I use... Wait, can I use this as the
That
bone?
didn't work.
Bone
That
fragment?
wasn't going to work.
No. Fish bone's not gonna work. Okay, fine.
What a nice young man. Isn't he, Granny? I couldn't have put it better myself.
There are two fishes in there. Is that glitch or what? Okay. Off to somewhere else, I think. New location. This is Baxter's Mill. Chicken coop.
Cluck, cluck. Buck, buck, buck. Cluck. I tried to persuade the chicken to come outside, but clearly I was out of cluck.
I need some food or something to lure it out.
The inside of the lumber mill smelled like sawdust and grease. Judging from the overgrown weeds, it clearly hadn't been used in a long time, and yet the lights remained on.
What's
I picked
that?
up the auger from the tool shelf.
What's an auger? Oh, that's an auger. Okay.
If I touched the grease with my bare hands, I'd be spending hours trying to wash it off.
Oh, I need something to make with the grease. Okay. What did we need again? Gunpowder, rum, bone fragment, chalk, coffin nails. Okay. They're locked, I think.
The hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber, and I wasn't in need of any 2x4s.
Is this door locked too?
I tried the door, but it was locked.
Everything's locked. Jeez.
The wood was old and rotting. It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew what critters might have made their homes inside the pile?
Okay, I don't have anything to lure the chicken yet, so you know what? I'm gonna go explore somewhere else. Ooh, where's this place? Church? It's a small church.
The church door was locked. The inside of the church was silent and still.
It's a very small church, I swear. Cemetery, cemetery. Okay. Cemetery it is. Ooh, coffin nails. He's making a coffin. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah! God darn it! Don't sneak up on people like that! You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
I wasn't sneaking up on you.
Ghost. Sorry, you seem a little jumpy.
I thought you were that pesky little girl again.
A little girl? That doesn't seem like a reason to be scared.
She's a terror. One of these days she's gonna give me a heart attack. Last week, she showed up with a doctor's note she'd forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper. 7 hours I was out here digging him back up, at my age.
And was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo. Just like that.
Oh, I know who that girl is. I know who that girl is.
Who are you, anyway?
My name's Murphy McCallan. I've just arrived on the island.
Well, welcome, Mr. Murphy. I'm Edgar Kettle. Gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
Did you make this coffin?
I sure did. But this is no more than a pauper's coffin by anyone's standards. The finest the parish pension can buy. Lock them in lumber, leave them to slumber, that's what I say. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be 6 feet.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
Have you got any spare coffin nails?
No, I don't have any to spare. I've got a backlog of bodies begging for burial. But does the parish increase my funding? Nope. The roof's leaking, my table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins. Take my advice. Don't go into this line of work.
Okay, I won't. Trust me, I won't.
Business.
Do you think I could fit inside the coffin?
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of a squeeze.
You mean there's a dead guy inside there?
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffins.
Was the little girl named Mallory Wisp by any chance?
That's her. The peril in a pinafore. She got the whole town thinking I was burying people prematurely. I walked past the school the other day, and they'd made up a jump rope chant about me.
Oh, what was the chant the school children made up about you?
Edgar, Edgar, crazy feller, just be careful he don't get you. How many bodies did he strive to bury while they're still alive?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wasn't looking for audience participation.
Sorry, I got carried away. Just like you with the burying. Have you ever accidentally buried someone who was still alive?
Has someone been making accusations again?
No, just making conversation.
Not very good conversation.
When you think about it, how would I know?
Shouts for help, desperate shaking of the coffin.
Look, I haven't sealed anyone up who was chatting with me, let's put it that way. I usually check for signs of life, but everyone takes shortcuts sometimes, don't they? I deserve some rest in peace, too.
Is he the only one that is digging up graves? That sucks.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
Not funny.
I'm looking for the treasure of Bellemore Manor.
Oh, a treasure hunter. Well, let me tell you something, young man. Don't even think about digging up my graveyard. There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy enough filling...
But I need coffin nails.
Here.
Do you know anything about the disappearance at Bellemore Manor?
Can't you spare at least like one nail?
To let the dead rest in peace.
But what if they're not in peace?
Well, you got me there. Listen, I think there's more to that story than meets the eye. You know the three brothers went missing, right? Well, if you ask me, I think Abigail Bellemore was behind it. She was engaged to a sailor, but nobody like her would go for a commoner.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him, pretending to love him so he'd do her dirty work for her, bumping off her brothers. Then afterwards, she drops him and goes to marry the officer of the company. Fiendish.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a feeling, that's all. But when you work...
Just a feeling?
You kinda get a sixth sense about things.
I hope that's not the case. That would be
What
sad.
was behind the disappearance?
Well, this
We are looking for coffin nails.
being manipulated.
So I don't know if he has some lying around. I have to look for him. It'd be better to dig up graves for the coffin nails, right?
He could have been working his way through those bodies like a madman. All we know is that everyone in that house disappeared. To tell you the truth, I'm quite relieved they did.
Why?
Because if they hadn't disappeared, it would have been this old fool who had to bury him.
Ah, he has a point. He has a point.
I best be running along.
Don't drop dead. I don't want anything else on my to-do list.
The tin was full of nothing but holes.
I'll take the bellows. He didn't notice? Oh, jeez.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it.
I don't want to open it. I want the nails. It's not going to fall, is it? I am so sorry. I'm going to go before I...
Hurry up with the barrels, Morris. We gotta get these unloaded before anyone sees us.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Musket? I don't think we should be using a church as our hiding place.
You're not being paid to think, Morris. You carry those barrels in here and let me worry about the theological implications. This place has been abandoned for decades. There's nobody...
Oh, the church's been abandoned?
Nobody living, maybe. What if there's ghosts, boss?
Darn it, Morris. If brains was dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. Now get unloading. And keep an eye out for anyone snooping around.
What if someone catches us?
If anyone asks, we're the new clergy. We tell them these barrels are full of communion wine.
I thought we was rum runners, not wine runners, boss.
Communion rum, then.
Ah, gotcha.
Remember, St. Juniper's Church is a place to get closer to God.
Oh, so it's rum. I needed rum.
Our alibi.
Nice.
We make sure
Gonna get some?
The pair of rum runners looked like the human personifications of the dish and the spoon from Hey Diddle Diddle. The gangly spoon bossing around the rope.
It's Flapangito. That's what I was thinking. It's Flapangito.
The church. As it turned out, nursery rhyme
The
characters.
game really takes inspiration from a lot of games, huh? Really, a lot of games. Can I grab one? Can I grab?
The barrels were far too heavy for me to lift, though that gorilla of a rum runner had been picking them up like they were cotton balls. Using the auger, I drilled a small hole in the barrel, and out poured rum.
How do I get it? Do I have anything to soak it in?
I couldn't do that.
I need a...
That wasn't going to work. The gree-gree would get doused if I placed it directly in the spurting rum, and I didn't want to damage it.
I need a cup. I don't have a cup.
That wasn't going to work.
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm wasting rum.
Musket, one of the barrels has sprung a leak.
How many times are you gonna bother me? Put a cork in it, will ya?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
Oh, he'll put a cock in it. Okay. I'll save some rum. Oh, what's this place?
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
Can I look at it closely?
Anyway, whoever sealed it.
Okay, forget it. Never mind.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for.
Oh, it is probably a puzzle for later.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for.
It's back here with this guy. Okay. Okay. I need a cup. Now I know I need a cup thing, which I don't have yet, so... save. Wait. This is not this. And... let me go somewhere else first. Maybe I can find some cup somewhere else. What is this place? Black cat!
Kitty, kitty. Psst, 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 psst. It was no use. That cat was clearly more entranced by shiny things than the stranger outside the gate.
I have fish.
Fish had been dead for years, was primarily comprised of stuffing, and smelled faintly of formaldehyde. The cat wasn't going to be interested in it in the slightest.
Does it want shiny things? You want shiny things? Shiny thing.
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam on the wall.
Gunpowder.
I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder.
Awesome. Gree-gree?
Placed the gunpowder into the gree-gree.
Well, that's the easiest one yet. So, gunpowder and silver coin, done. I need chalk, coffin, nails, bone fragment, black feathers, and rum. Can't really go into this area, I guess.
I jiggled the gate, but it wasn't going to open. If pirates in the colonial powers of Western Europe weren't able to get into the fort uninvited, I wasn't about to either. The auger would have been lucky to make a scratch on the bulky lock.
The poke?
The metal gate was far too strong to open with the poker.
Okay. Never mind. Oh, Jack.
The gate was too well set into the thick stone walls to be dislodged with the screw jack.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Never mind then. Off we go somewhere else. Bellemore Manor. I know she doesn't want me back here, but why not? I want to come back here and investigate more, I think. This one is like locked.
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it.
Yeah, I like him. I like the main character.
Didn't work.
Okay, that I can't cut it with that. Scissors.
That wasn't going to work.
No?
The rope was too thick for the scissors to get purchase. I would have been hacking away for hours like a nearsighted lumberjack.
Oh,
The
damn
length
it.
of rope dangled a barrel in front of the carriage house's hatch. The other end was tied off on the handle of the side door.
Damn it. Okay, never mind. Okay, back there. Well, this mansion is huge.
From the patina of rust, it was clear the patio set hadn't been used in decades. Ouch! So much for good luck.
That's bad luck.
I picked up the horseshoe that had assaulted me. It was heavy, as the bump on my head attested.
I don't need a horseshoe, though. But I'll take it. Okay, can I go back into the house? Even though she threw me out, can I go back in? I don't have the key anymore.
I went to open the door into Bellemore Manor, but the key was gone. I was sure I'd left it in the lock.
Why do you leave it in the lock? You idiot! Well, then I can't go in there now. Okay, then. Causeway Beach. Girl's gone. Oh, bottle.
As I picked up the bottle, I anticipated what could be inside. A brine-stained treasure map, perhaps, or a scribbled plea from a castaway desperately awaiting rescue. Looking inside, I found it
Nothing.
was empty. The only writing on it was the embossed glass letters of the Orangello Soda Company.
But I have the bottle for the church. Auger again?
Rum runners caught me breaking into their getaway car. I'd end up bundled up inside one of their barrels. Besides, from what I could see through the window, there was nothing worth taking.
I don't want to make the car. I want a barrel. Damn it. Get the caulk out. And I want rum. Rum.
I filled the bottle with rum pouring from the barrel. Relief washed over me at the realization that I'd done it without getting caught by the two rum runners.
And I got caught.
Hey, Musket! There's someone out here!
Or so I thought.
Hey, fella, what do you think you're doing snooping around here? This is our church, you know, and it's closed.
I'm just here to do some praying. Mainly praying that I get out of this situation without a puncture wound.
He's being a wise guy, Musket.
Time to fill him full of lead.
But boss, it's bad luck to bump someone off in a churchyard.
Now, where'd you hear a nonsensical thing like that?
I thought churches was hallowed ground.
Oh yeah, bye-bye.
Supernatural punishment in this world or the next.
Where do you get this stuff from? I told you, I do the thinking in this partnership.
Okay, got it. Let me just go to somewhere random first. Let me save. Or save over that. Okay. Alright. So rum into the gree-gree.
Poured the rum into the gree-gree.
Okay, got it. I need feathers, chalk, coffin nails, and bone fragment. How do I get those things?
I needed to think of something else.
I need to get the chicken out somehow. How do I get the chicken out? Do you have food I could feed the chicken? Nothing. Yeah, no, not yet. The story's a period piece. Don't see any monster. Yes, apparently this game takes place in Louisiana, 1933, I think is what I saw from the Steam page. I could be wrong on a year though, but it is from way back. It's not a modern day game, I say. Or at least it doesn't take place in modern day. It takes place like back then, so they still use telegrams and stuff instead of like the mail post and all that, you know. How did I get the chicken down?
The chicken coop was already crooked enough, and I didn't want to damage it. That didn't work.
Oh boy.
I didn't want to make a hole in that. The gentleman inside the coffin was long past needing air holes.
Around the Prohibition era, maybe? That's why they're alcohol smugglers? Oh, yeah. Maybe. That's kind of possible. That's why there's that option where you can pick saying you're with the Prohibition people.
I needed to think of something else.
Can I tie it?
That wasn't going to work.
Oh. How to get coffin nails?
I didn't need to warm my hands on the stove. It was already a humid night, and the fire was more useful at keeping bugs away from the shack than keeping anyone toasty. I didn't need to cut that. The gentleman inside the coffin was long past needing air holes.
I want to get the nail.
The gravedigger definitely wouldn't have been happy with me prying up the lid of the coffin. That didn't work. I thought I'd keep that to myself. That didn't work.
How to get coffin nails?
I needed to think of something else.
Oh, man. Get coffin nails. Cemetery behind a church the best, but the gravedigger just finished scaling one up. I mean, sealing one up. So... Wait. Poster from outside. The captain got advertised billiards inside. Oh, he wouldn't let me in. Oh, I didn't see the poster. Or I forgot about the poster. Chicken. Behind Bellemore Manor, I spotted an animal skull attached to the carriage house. Oh. We need a highlight function. We need a hit thing. Okay, I know you got this. How do I get?
That wasn't going to work.
Never mind. Okay. Bellemore. Bone fragment. This one.
The cow skull was out of reach, high up on the gable. That didn't work. I needed to think of something else.
And a skip button. Yeah.
That wasn't going to work. Nope.
What's the carriage wheel for?
The wheel was too heavy to move.
The rope.
That wasn't going to work. I needed to think of something else.
Can I pry it open?
That didn't work.
I can't cut the rope either because it's too dull. What the hell?
The doors were firmly locked from the inside. That wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work.
How do I get in or...
The barrel dangled from the rope like a piñata, but having this burst over my head would be the first step in getting tarred and feathered.
Yeah, I don't know, man. No, wait. No, 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 no. I need help, man. Can you give me more hints than that? Return to the dock, borrow the fisherman's knife. Cut the rope and then... Oh. The fisherman had a knife? I did not know that. Okay, give me a sec.
The stories about Bellemore Manor are true. I saw the ghost bride inside the house.
Blast it, Murphy. Don't say I didn't warn you. This island has had its fair share of the macabre. The best way to deal with it is to leave well enough alone.
But I need to go in.
Anyway,
Well, it's my job. The state's claim on that money runs out at 8 a.m., and I'm supposed to find it.
you seem pretty passionate about something that's just for work. What are the odds you draw an assignment like that?
Well, I might have made my own luck there. They wouldn't normally authorize an investigation so close to the statute of limitations running out, especially on a 30-year-old cold case. But thrust a stack of forms...
At least the game has a book and walkthrough, at least.
Off on a Friday afternoon.
Kind of helps a little bit.
Doesn't care what he's signing.
Let's just hope he wasn't signing your death warrant.
Most of my investigations don't amount to more than counting paper clips in a municipal building or going cross-eyed over receipt rolls in a courthouse. When I found that old case folder tucked behind the filing cabinet, its only lead, a water-stained magazine, talking about a real-life haunted house, how could I pass it up? You didn't tell me the Spirit Queen was a riverboat.
Oh, sure. That thing's been moored up in the bayou with her keel kissing the mud for years. Witch doctor lives aboard her now. Claims to sell all manner of hoodoo and voodoo. But to believe that, you need to be dumber than the bachelor in New Orleans, throwing beads at the Sisters of Mercy.
I've seen him summon a spirit, though.
I spoke with Dr. Moray. He thinks we can make contact with the ghosts.
Moray is a charlatan and a fool. Only got into hoodoo and voodoo a few years ago. Before that, he was an actor over at the Calliope Theater. And not a very good one. He's the only person I know who directed and starred in a one-person production of The Pirates of Penzance. And that's because all the rest of the cast dropped out rather than work with him. He's always been searching for respect and recognition. Who would have known he found it by living in the swamp and reeking of incense?
Don't you believe in voodoo?
I certainly do. I just don't think Moray's got any more control of it than the rooster has control of the sunrise. His understanding of voodoo amounts to whatever he's gleaned from one of those horror pictures Ventura Studios puts out at the movie palace. My mama used to know all about it. God rest her soul. Voodoo isn't some made-up Hollywood magic, Mac. Voodoo's...
Well, he did summon a Lua, and I did see the ghost bride and threw me out a window, so...
Snake oil he peddled.
Not exactly fake, I think.
What do you think happened at Bellemore Manor?
Now there's a tale I don't like to tell.
Can I persuade you to tell it anyway?
I have a feeling I ain't gonna get any rest until I do. You know about Miss Bellemore, the bride, engaged to the sailor? Nah, the way I hear, Mr. Rackham was over the moon with her. Such an upstanding fellow. I won't have a bad word said against him. Now he realized that the sailor was going through terrible lengths to ensnare his bride, and Mr. Rackham tried to save her. I heard that the sailor caught on to this and tricked Rackham into giving the lady a gift. That's what made everything go topsy-turvy.
What was the gift?
There are places in the Caribbean that trade things more elusive than gold. Ungodly things.
Oh, like the witch doctor did.
Caused by voodoo?
And that's what my mama used to say. If you're not careful, that stuff can go to your head.
No luck fishing?
Not a bite, Mac. The Pengoza fish just ain't snapping for me today. Shame, too, because I'm planning on firing up my grill later. And the tastiest catch in these waters.
How do you catch a Pencoza fish?
With hours of patience and decades of practice.
You ever wrestled a rod before?
Just the once. I went fishing on Lake Erie, but the only thing I caught was a cold. What do you do with the fish you catch?
A couple I save for myself, and the rest I sell to the captain's club. They fancy 'em up with lemon lobsters, slawfish, something or other. But everyone knows the best way to cook 'em is to grill 'em.
Why won't you hear a word against Mr. Rackham?
He gave me my first work on this island, right here on these docks. And I'm
So Mr. Rackham isn't a bad guy?
But you don't judge a banana by its peel with people.
I thought he would be a bad guy and forcing marriage with Abigail, but it turns out he seems to be a nice guy.
Loading and unloading the ships that came in. Of course, they just don't do that.
I don't know, man. What happened at the wedding?
Maybe that's what it
hell.
was.
Let's say prologue and first act strong showing so far. The more lighthearted tone helps lower expectations while keeping good quality levels. That is true. It's not all serious from the get-go. And it's not as obvious, I think, because like I said, like I thought it would be like the Rackham is the bad guy and forcing marriage, but then it turns out it's not really though, because everyone talks good about him. No, he seems like a good guy so far. So I don't know, man. Because on one hand, at the beginning, it's like the brother is really doted on the sister, but then some people say they were forcing their sister to marry Jack. It's hard to tell where the story is going.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
Hey, Ned, do you mind if I borrow your knife?
If you need it, Mac, just bring it back to me later tonight, would you? If I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be firing up the grill. You're invited to join me.
Good about his relative. It's not bad so far, at least. I can't say towards the end of the game because my opinion might change, but so far, it's good. So far. Okay, so I got the knife, and let me save first. I can't save over that. Okay. And let me go back to Bellemore. Best wingman? Yeah, Ned is great. And his name is Ned. We all know Neds are good, right? Good old Ned. Used to people being jerks, the main character. That is true. Or just the main character, like getting all the chores. Like, can you help me do this so I can give this to you? But nope, not with Ned. He's like, oh yeah, here, you want the knife? Take it. Ah, open sesame. Grab that.
I reached up to the cow skull and dislocated its grisly jaw.
Sorry. I just needed your jaw. Or a spell. My bad. Don't hate on me.
I placed the jawbone into the gree-gree.
Awesome. Got the bone fragment. Now with the coffin. Give me some help here, game. Okay, first the chicken. I don't know anything about chicken. Cluck says that chicken in there, but she is going to need to be leered out. I know that much. Oh, the sack. Handful of corn. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot about the grain sack. Okay. Here we go. Walk faster.
I cut into the sack with the knife, revealing it to be full of corn. I took the corn from the sack.
Okay. Back to the chicken area. Feed it to the chicken. Hurry up.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
It's white, though. It's not black.
I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different. I'd seen cowboys lassoing cattle at the summer rodeo before, but trying to do the same with parcel twine and a chicken would have been ridiculous.
Okay, maybe I need the net. Okay, hold on. You eat your corn. Let me go. Let me go over to the netting area, all the way on the other side. Can I grab the net now? Can I cut it?
The net was so worn that even if I had cut it down, I'd have no use for it.
Can I fix it
The
up?
net was well past repair.
And how do I
The
catch?
fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup with a sieve.
And how do I catch the chicken? From a distance. Oh, I'll use the bellows? Just blow air at the chicken? Okay. I mean, if that's what the game
The
wants.
chicken didn't want me to touch it. Perhaps a blast of air could do the trick.
Okay, got the feathers. It's white, so cover it in grease first, and then it'll be black, right?
Grease-soaked feathers wouldn't have been of any use to me.
No? Then how do I make it black? Cover it in, like, what? Gunpowder? It's not it, is it?
That didn't work. Nope.
How do I make it black?
Nope. The plaque read, Fort Bellemore. No public access. For further information, please contact the lighthouse keeper. That didn't work.
Maybe use the feather on the chicken. Why would I use the feather on the chicken? It's feather from the chicken. Oh, maybe tar? What in the fuck is it? Hold on. Every single stream, man. Every single stream. I'm getting a bot. What's with you guys? I swear, I'm a very small streamer, man. Like, don't come
On the
to
outside,
me.
I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Bellemore treasure.
Yeah. I don't care. I want to go to the back. Molasses is not really.
I needed to think of something else.
No, not this. How do I make it the thing black? I need black feather, not like white feather. Oh boy. Oh, black ink. I didn't even know there was black ink, but you know what? I'm gonna save first. Since I've done stuff, I might as well. Trust me, there's someone I mod for.
Keeping my eyes open.
Someone I mod for, one of my good mates will literally get some non-stop like this because how bots he gets. Never seen anything like it. It's so crazy. I don't know what's with these bots. Like all the time now too.
Dip the feathers into the canister of ink. When they emerged, they were dyed jet black. I placed the feathers into the gree-gree.
Hey, bye-bye. Almost forgot there was ink there. Okay. I need now the chalk and the coffin nails. How do I distract those people? Give me a hint. Oh shit, my game's frozen. My game is frozen. It's not launching. It's not it's frozen. Oh my god, okay. I guess this is a sign for me to take a break first. Right, and then I will restart the game. Thank god I saved. But yeah, I'll restart the game. And then launch it back up again. Oh my god.